I love you so much. I'm going to do such a great job.
Everyone shut the fuck up. I'm going to cry.
man.
I'm going to cry.
I'm always there for you.
I
man.
know you are.
Come on, man. It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad.
This is the most nervous I've been for an episode in a long time.
That's why. Well, I don't blame you. We have... The energy is a little different because of the new equipment. We have like the most legitimate produce. Look at his setup. Look at his. I know I set it up, but look at your setup right now. You look
Pretty nice, man.
You look like you've done this so many times.
Not at
so
all.
intimidating.
First time, dude.
Put this on your resume. You look so professional. I want to throw you on our socials.
Here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to record a small video so that way you can edit this into the YouTube.
You got it, man.
Everybody check out Alan's setup. Look, he's got
first
the
of all,
phone.
it's like two of you guys are like, I've known you guys for so long. Like, I had to put in the work. So this is here I am. I have my laptop.
You're gonna make me
I took
cry.
notes. So if you guys need backup,
Alan's
I'm
gonna make
always
me
there.
cry, and it's like not. I should even be emotional about this.
No, you're good, man.
I was talking to somebody today, and they're like, "Oh my god, the best thing just ever happened."
What?
Flogging Molly and some other band are going to do a concert, and I looked at her and I was like, "It looks like you're crying." And she goes, "Yeah, I am." And I was like, "I don't understand. Isn't this good news? Why are you crying? It does. I don't understand." Happy
Crying
tears.
is such a weird
It's so close.
emotion.
Yeah,
It
I don't
is.
cry when I'm happy. I cry when I'm angry, though, which
I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but you've cried when you're sad.
doesn't everybody?
Well, yeah.
Everybody.
But there are different types of tears. But why is it in our brain we are just wired to like do this with 3 different emotions?
Only.
It's just like, have you been with someone when they're crying? You have to figure out like, I don't
Which
know if
one
you're
is it?
happy, sad,
Which
or
one
mad.
is it? Yep.
Yeah.
And so like you're figuring it out.
What's really scary is when they like switch like hard, right? When they're like crying and then suddenly they're laughing.
Yes.
You did that to me once.
I did that.
And it scared the living shit out of me.
Well, because it was during an episode.
Because I was just finally like coming to the like, oh, okay, he's sad. I should help
Yes.
him. Let me be a good friend. And then all of a sudden you started laughing. I was like, oh, this man has broken his soul. This man's brain is shattered in half. This is the Joker. This is the
I'm
Joker.
going nuts during this
Yes.
episode. Well, let me break it down. I cried because I was talking about making my mom proud.
Yes, which is incredibly beautiful.
Which is beautiful, but I started laughing through my crying because I was thinking about how ridiculous it was that I'm doing it on this public platform for everyone to see. And like, I've always been a sensitive guy. I've always been so sensitive growing up, but I'm about to turn 28 years old and I'm as emotional and as sensitive as I've ever been. Things
Interesting.
like things on TV or during movies that shouldn't make me cry, make me tear up.
Take note, baddies. This is a man who's comfortable in his sexuality and his skin.
I'm comfortable. I have
very
nothing to
comfortable.
prove to anyone.
That's why I sit when I pee. I'm getting there. I'm getting to that point where I can feel that comfortable with myself. I think there are some times when I look at my mirror and I look at myself in the mirror and I think to myself, God damn, you're perfect.
Really? Like how much of this is truth though?
Yeah.
You look in the mirror. Do you adore yourself? It's actually that's a skill.
Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, look, I am not an Adonis carved from marble. Don't get me wrong, but I think I balance everything out. I think between my personality and my magic and my fingers, I can balance everything out.
You are well-rounded. You are well-rounded.
A jack of all trades. They say a jack of all trades is a master of none.
Yes.
But I say you don't need to be a master of any because you let the masters talk to you. You just got to get on their level.
I feel like if you're a master of something, you're obviously no longer a jack in those other things. Which could probably just make you a narcissistic asshole, right?
Yes, and I am one of those for sure. I once met a man from Japan. That sounds like a
This
riddle.
sounds so made up.
No, but this is true. Shout out Utah. And I remember one time talking to him, and he like got to know me, and was like, you know what? He's like, you know what's really interesting about you, Alex? He goes, where I'm from, like people are very knowledgeable about the field that they're in, and they know what they're talking about, and that's all that they talk about. And he goes, but you can talk to anybody about anything, and you know, like. He goes, you always seem to know the thing that makes them accept you as if like, fuck, I don't.
That makes them accept. No,
That makes them accept me as if I know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
So like I'll meet somebody and they'll be like, oh, I'm from Austin, Texas. And then I can say something that can put me as like, oh yeah, I've been to Austin. That's cool. Hey, 6th Street is like a cool place to hang out and get drunk. Or I can be like, oh, awesome. Have you ever been to like Round Rock? And Round Rock is like a small suburb out of Austin where like if you work in Austin, you probably won't live in Round Rock. And they're like, oh yeah, everyone knows Round Rock. I've been to Round Rock. And then I'll tell them, have you ever been to the rock of which Round Rock is named after? And almost everybody has said no. I'm like, well, I have. I've been to that Round Rock is named after. So, I don't know. I've only been to Austin once in my life. I've only been to Round Rock once in my life. But now I've connected with this person from Texas so intrinsically. Like now they're going to talk to me about. Now I'm suddenly doing Texas geography with them because they're like, oh yeah, I lived in Miami for 5 years, and that's 2 miles outside of Kniferton.
Yeah,
and it's just like yes, sir. And I just let them go.
Yeah.
Right? I don't have to be a master. They're the master. I'm going to let them rev their engine.
It's the art of conversation, dude. Like it's
the art of listening.
Exactly.
It's the art of
and
listening.
The older we get, the better we have to get at listening. It's so easy for us to just kind of like nod, say yes, and not really understand the details of the story that person's telling you.
100% is. You know what's really helped me in listening?
What?
Doing this podcast.
Really? We're forced to, with these headphones, to make a product and fill in dead space, we have to intently listen, or else we're gonna make some like crappy product. Yeah,
and not just intently listen, but respond in kind. And like we've had interviews that we've done or episodes with just the two of us where we're forcing it, and we're pushing a square peg through a round hole, and we got it through, it worked, and people laughed.
Yeah.
But there's other times when we got a square peg in a square hole, and it just like goes
that's
right
what
through.
it is, dude. And what I find interesting is that with the people that you're closest with in life is who you're most comfortable being with in pure silence. And you fit that space, but also on the other end of the spectrum, we do this thing where dead silence is just not acceptable. And so we've understood each other in different ways of just existing with each other.
Well, I mean, I've symbiosed the shit out of you, boy.
Hey, and I dodged the symbiosis, and I know that whatever you did was authentic because you love me, right?
Something. Welcome.
Hey, welcome to another episode of ICBTB's Highly Irrelevant.
And if we look sexier, if we look closer to you, if we look clearer and better quality, I would like to just take 1 second and say thank you, Christian, for doing yet another thing to embolden the production of our podcast that most baddies probably won't notice, but it will make us far more nervous in the production of our shows, and it gives us just an inch more of professionalism.
It'll give us one more listener.
That's correct.
No.
The guy who sold you. So, guys, if you're noticing, we have a third camera. We've always, here's the secret. Here's the tea.
Ooh, inside baseball.
We've always cheated the 3 camera angles that we've had. And we've gotten quite a bit of actual respect from other podcasters on the fact that they think we're running an I Love Lucy show with 5 cameras and a
I think
fucking
it's
floater.
a multicam sitcom.
Honestly, we are
with
killing
cameramen.
it. And we're faking it.
It's, yeah.
No more faking it.
No, this is the real deal. We have a producer in the room. I don't want to say a new producer because he was here
on the very, very first episode.
The very first episode that has never been released and will never see the light of day.
Honestly, he was on such the very first episode. He was here with us the first time me and you ever hung out.
Really? Oh,
he's the reason
true?
why.
That's true.
The first time we ever hung out ever.
Because you guys walked from your house.
Alan's house.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
Even further.
You guys might know this individual if you have been close friends with us growing up.
Yep.
But he's my 4th cousin. He's one of my best friends.
He's my 8th cousin. He's my good friend.
True.
I owe him a computer. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Alan Boo!
Our OG producer. Say hi to the baddies, man.
Yeah, what's going on, guys? I'm very happy for you guys.
Thank you,
It's
Alan.
2-year anniversary. I don't know if you guys said
it
that
is.
already.
We haven't said it yet.
Two-year
It is.
anniversary.
You are. This is by the time this comes out, it is going to be the week of our 2-year anniversary. So thank you, baddies, for rocking with us for a full over 700 days, man.
That's insane.
Over 200 episodes.
Yep. Yes.
Thank you, baddies. I don't know how much of a traditional, highly irrelevant episode this will be because it might just be me gushing and saying thank you to all of you because you guys have given me and Christian a life that we really, truly only could have dreamed of. So this episode is for you, baddies.
Yep.
We want to just say, I want to say thank you and
thank you.
And I love you.
We do love you.
We truly do love each and every one of you. And, we have so much planned for you. It's been 2 great years of a lot of trial and error. And I think we've trialed and erred enough where we're finally going to trial and succeed.
I hope so. Yes.
So
And we can't do this without you. That's super cliche, but really, like those small. I posted on our Instagram story this random comment we got from like a TikTok clip that I posted.
Hilarious.
And he said, "I don't know y'all, but this shit's hilarious," and that made me feel so good.
yeah, that's the dream. Because remember when we first started, we used to get other comments on Instagram where they would be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Literally.
And we'd be like, we're a podcast where we talk about movies. And they'd be like, "Nah, you suck." And we'd
yeah,
be like,
what the fuck is this shit?
well, that's Instagram. Like,
Hey, but you're gonna get haters, and if that means
We got
we're,
a few, yeah.
we're doing something right if you get a few haters.
which brings me to my point of 5 stars on Apple Podcast, guys. Please, we still have a couple
Yes.
of 1-star ratings, which it's honestly maybe not that big of a deal, but we only have less than 75 ratings. If guys, you've been listening for 2 years,
Yes.
and you've never rated us on Apple Podcast, you've never subscribed to us on Spotify, you haven't checked us out on Podbean, those numbers mean nothing to you, mean everything to us. So please, any podcasting platform that you're on, give us that like, subscribe, whatever you can do, because that helps us turn to our potential sponsors and say, look at the people who like us, give us money so we can make better shows. Now we have better shows for you. You guys get better merch. They get better audiences. You're buying cool shit because we're hanging out with cool people. We get free booze. Life's a dream, guys.
Work together, join forces, link elbows, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell strangers on the street.
Well, I've already told your mom.
Hey, nice.
But you know what, guys? We'll get there.
No, but yeah, be sure to hop on YouTube because this is a whole new setup, and I want you guys to see it. I'm very proud of like where we've come. And
Look, see this hand in Christian's camera is also this hand in my camera. But wait, it's also this hand in our main camera.
crazy.
I'm sorry to make that edit for you to have to do, but it's going to look great.
This is, I don't know, it's exciting. Dude,
I'm so excited. I'm nervous. I'm legitimately nervous. My hands are sweating.
I can tell.
I haven't been this nervous for an episode. We've started it 3 times. I haven't been this nervous for an episode, at least for Highly Irrelevant, since maybe we started Highly Irrelevant.
That long? Oh,
Yeah.
remember how nervous we used to be when we first introduced this show?
I you know what? Full disclosure. Let's get real here. Let's talk about a little something here.
Okay.
I didn't think Highly Irrelevant was going to be a good show.
And now people...
I fought very hard against Highly Irrelevant, so much to the point where I'm sure you remember we had 2 maybe 3 month long debate on if we should add Highly Irrelevant
yeah.
on like a Wednesday release and keep our Tuesday, Thursday, It Can't Be That Bad movie releases.
Yeah.
And I fought tooth and nail to keep the
It
2
was
movies.
so stressful trying to argue with you on that.
But we both had very good
We
points.
had good
and
points.
like, we didn't really know what we were doing. And, I think after 2, maybe 3 months, is that a fair guesstimation?
I'd say 2 months.
2 months, you finally, I finally convinced you to, not cut content,
Yeah.
but add content, right? We were going to do 2 ICBTBs, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and a Highly Irrelevant improv interview show
Which would
on
have been
Wednesday.
nuts. That's like such an oversaturated week, and that would have been a lot of work for the both of us.
And you know what? I believe it was the day you agreed to it.
That you were like, actually, I gave it a lot of thought, and we're gonna stick with 1 day Highly Relevant and 1 day movie episode.
Like literally, I think you sent me the message of like, okay, you know what? I like it. Let's. I'm down for the commitment. It's gonna be a lot, but let's do it. And I think I responded like, yeah, perfect. And then my next message was like, Christian, I've thought about it. I think we're gonna kill ourselves if
so
we do
many
it that way."
emotions, so many emotions with like when you have those quick turnarounds, and I'm like, dude, I had just finally
Yep.
agreed.
Oh, believe me.
I
Hey,
just finally agreed, and this happens all the
lot.
time.
Yes, that's called
with like
the
a bunch smaller things.
It's called the chemical imbalance in my brain because I just got changed my mind so fast.
Hey, but people love you for it.
You know what? It's what made the show something.
I don't think I would like you if your chemicals were balanced.
You know what? That's actually maybe not the fairest statement because they're fairly balanced now on my medication.
Hey, you're doing whatever you are, whatever this Alejandro is.
This is
I
the best
am
Alejandro.
digging.
I'm very happy. Guys, take note because go back and watch episode 1. That's a shell of a man. And then I'm also on the show. It's very interesting to see how far we've come.
Hey, I've grown a lot too with this. I used to just be way too nice, like in episodes and everything, and just not really speak my mind. But here I am on the precipice of tears every single episode because I'm speaking my truth.
Not only that, we meet up and for an hour, we just like take our bras off and get everything off our chests with each other. And just like, we have come so far. Like I said before the mics were on, this is by far the healthiest relationship I've ever had.
Yes.
Um,
I'm gonna say it
and I'm
real
proud of
quick
it.
right now because I am in a room with 2 dudes that I love so much. Alan, you're gonna be my best man at my wedding. Sorry, I'm gonna tear
man.
out, and
No,
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna cry.
officiate. Melissa and I talked about it. You're gonna officiate. at my wedding.
I'm fucking shaking.
You are going to officiate.
I'm fucking shaking.
Yes.
I love you so much. I'm gonna do such a great job.
Everyone, shut the fuck up!
Oh
I'm gonna
my
cry.
God,
Man,
I'm gonna cry.
I'm always there for you.
I
man.
know you are.
Fuck.
Come on, man.
Otis is gonna be the ring bearer.
Ring bear.
He's gonna be dressed as a grizzly bear.
Just so if any baddies
on.
need, we are both. Well, you will be soon. We're both technically ordained ministers, so both me and Christian can.
Yeah.
I'm an ordained minister in the Universal Life Church, so that also gives me the ability to christen ships. I don't think I can baptize babies. I can marry people. I can bless homesteads.
You should put this on your Instagram. Why don't you like try to get more gigs?
Oh, well,
like
because
this?
I got it because I thought I could get a tax break as being involved with the church.
Okay.
No, it doesn't work that way actually. So whatever. Fuck it, guys. I can do weddings for you, and I won't charge you too much.
We should try to MC more things. Now that the world is coming back to
Man crush.
normalcy. To what?
Man crush more things.
Man crush more things?
I don't know. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'm just excited. I'm nervous, bro. I'm nervous. I'm
Oh, I
sorry.
imagined you just crushing things like a man, which is very 1960 of you.
1980. I
Okay,
think that was
let's
like
be
the
real.
macho man of it. You know,
With
what I
all
mean?
of the Rambo
Yeah,
films
the
and all that stuff.
1960s man was like, my wife can do it because I'm working, and it's like, you can also crush cans, sir.
Crazy how that was less than 100 years ago.
Wow, man. You know what? I am going very fast. So just give me 1 second, please, because
Hey, we could both slow down because I could feel on the crack of my Asian eye a slight
the
tear.
drop. I'm still getting over the fact that I'm gonna officiate your wedding. I'm very excited.
Yeah, dude. We talked about it. And she was saying,
Hang on a second. Are you and Melissa getting married? Is this the end?
"No, this is just
okay. Because I understand like talking about it like in a relationship way, but
proposed
like
to her on air when she's not here."
She's not even here.
that's why I was like, well, I mean, why are you talking about?
I'll be like,
this?
"Babe, watch this episode."
Did you guys
watch this
pick
episode.
the flowers already? Do you know the venue?
We've been together for
Do you have a date set?
7 years. No. Nothing is set in stone, but we just talked about
What color dress are the bridesmaids wearing?
it. I mean, that's
Do
up
you think
to her.
they'll be peach?
That'd be nice.
That's a fairly good bride.
Yeah,
If it's
that
during
is good.
summer,
That is
right?
good.
Yeah, I just
Yes.
wonder what my groomsmen are gonna wear.
Tuxedos.
Ooh, what
They gotta
colors?
be good, you know
we're
what I'm
gonna
saying?
look dope. And I don't think I want to do it in the middle of summer because I want to give us the versatility to wear like some nice clothes rather than like it's gonna be hot. I'm gonna want to, unbutton real fast.
The middle of winter. Have a Christmas Day wedding.
Would
Honestly, you know how cheap wedding venues will be on Christmas Day?
yeah, super cheap.
My brother's wedding anniversary is September 12th,
Interesting.
the second cheapest day in wedding history.
What, did he strategically choose that? Is
Yes,
that
because
why?
nobody wants to get married on September 11th.
True.
Yeah, of course, absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely.
Hey, it's a rough day, never forget. But you know what? Global acts of terrorism happen every day on a scale of all the.
It sucks, and we got to give more attention to all the bad things that happen
Totally.
every single day on Earth.
But when it happens to Americans, never forget.
That's fucked up. Jokes. We
Kind of.
love people.
Christian, we've come a long way.
Such a long way.
What is your favorite part of the podcast from the beginning to now? Or do you have a single moment or single memory that you always think about and remember?
It's so. I don't
Is
think
it
there's
hard
a.
to boil it down to one?
I don't think I could single it out. I think every single time there's some. This is one of my favorite things to do in the world, and like that's so ridiculous for people to probably hear if they don't understand podcasts. Is just like talking to one of your best friends on a recorded medium. Like what you like talking, but it does force some authentic conversations that we wouldn't have if we were just both on our phones chilling in the bedroom. Even though that's like super. Why did I say bedroom? In any room, but. Even last night when I stayed up late editing, I am cracking up at like 4 a.m, like doing these edits because there's just something so special about these time capsules.
For sure.
I don't know. It's a nice thing.
And they are time capsules. I was telling you before we recorded, I listened to, I think it was episode 10, something like that, one of the very early episodes.
Yeah.
And it's tough for me to listen to it, not because I don't like the episode or the movie, but because I feel like we've come such a long way. Do you still have a version of Cat in the Hat?
They're on my my old HP computer.
I believe Cat in the Hat was the very first or second thing we ever recorded.
Yeah. The first
Second?
thing we tried was Karate Kid.
With Alan. Alan was here in the room.
Yep.
there.
Then we did Cat in the Hat. And what was the third one? Because we did 3 that we were just shopping around to like our friends and family, right? You know, you do that.
Max Keeble's Big Move was one of them.
Max Keeble's Big Move.
Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance.
You're so
was
good.
one.
Yep.
What else?
Grease 2. I remember. I don't think we recorded that episode though.
We recorded it.
Did we?
It was horrible.
Well, because watching it was horrible.
Horrible. Do you remember when? Okay, before we had set in stone that okay, we're gonna do bad movies. We thought we could do this like super niche thing of like, let's watch canceled sitcoms, the first episode and the last episode, and try to fill in what happened in between. And so we tried watching
Joey,
the spinoff from Friends.
Holy shit!
Which I actually enjoyed. You were knocked out when I looked at you.
Yeah, it was. I couldn't. It didn't hold.
It's just not the same thing.
You know what? We tried a couple of different things like that. Well,
Yeah.
do you remember any of the other like attempts of shows that we wanted to do? Because we had a couple of like.
Well, I think we tried that and that's it. I think we stopped thinking about it after that.
We tried another thing we wanted to do was like watch good shows or like watch the first season of a show and the last season of like of an incredible series and then just like make it up. We had a lot of make 'em ups.
Yes.
Because we're improv people inherently.
We were just figuring it out.
I mean, I didn't know what to do. We had the title of our show before we had the show.
Yes. Nice. Kudos to you, dude.
Well, I like to put the cart in front of the horse and then let
know
the
what'll-
horse figure it out.
Poor horse.
You're the horse.
Fuck. Damn, dude. However, with this, there's a caveat with this show title that can work or not work depending on who the listener is and what the situation is. But like, let's say something bad actually happens and they look at me and they say, well, can't be that bad. And there I am, bleeding out on the cement floor.
And everyone's laughing and high-fiving and shit. And they're
Ah,
like,
that's his show.
Can you like get an EMT, please? I literally had somebody say, well, it can't be that bad to me, to my face today. And I never wanted to hit a woman before in my life until just then.
Whoa.
Yes. That's my joke. I make that joke.
Here's the secret. You have to say it without thinking. You're the first person to ever say it.
Yes.
You have to say it
No, it can't be that
knowing
bad.
you're probably the 300th person to say it, and you're saying it to specifically piss me off. That's when I'm going to like it.
I like it all.
Yeah.
Fuck, I gotta pee again.
Go ahead and go pee. I'm going to talk to Alan real quick.
Talk to Alan for a little bit. I love BADDIES. I'll be back.
Okay. Alan, thank you for being here.
Of course, man. Let me talk about something, man.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I was there for their first episode. It was a very hot day. We were watching Karate Kid, but I remember the week after we went to Guitar Center. Remember that? We went to Guitar Center, and you went to go pick up your first mic.
And
it might be the one that you're using right now.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about that, but I remember back then you said that, like, I want quality. I'm going all in on this.
Yeah.
Look at where you guys are now.
Dude,
That's what I'm saying,
2
man.
years in, and you've witnessed this journey.
I witnessed it, man.
You've heard me complain about it over and over again at coffee shops.
Most definitely.
You were there when we were talking about just starting it up. Mm-hmm. It was your brother. Shout out to your brother, John Boo, for helping us out with the sound.
He's always there, man.
Because we were roaming around Guitar Hero. Sounds like I want to play Guitar Hero. Guitar Center. And I was like, what mic should I get? He said, call your bro.
Yeah.
Called your bro. He said to get the Shure SM7B. It's the mic that Michael Jackson used for Thriller. And I was sold completely.
He gave you that answer in like 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
2
he
seconds.
knew.
It was like a 10-minute call. I knew he was the person to talk to just
Yeah.
because of how much experience he has with audio equipment.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I'm just like, it's so crazy to see you guys have this set up. Not crazy, but like it's good to see. That's what I like
Thanks,
to
dude.
say,
I
man.
appreciate it. Even
So-
though it's like, it is so, it feels so professional and amateur at the same time because we figured it out ourselves, and it's still in my mom's house, you know.
There's nothing wrong with that, man.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah.
And, yeah, your whole setup. Dude, your background. That was the biggest thing. Like, when you guys first started, it was like your room. But now
was-
it's just like, this is like your studio.
It looked like a crack den in here. Do you remember how it looked like in here? It looked like a meth head lived in here. I had a
Yeah.
mattress on the floor.
Yeah.
Well, you slept in here like a meth head.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
It wasn't that bad, though. But
It was cozy.
it was cozy. It was cozy.
It can't be that bad.
First of all, apologies to the baddies. I am very nervous for recording of this episode, and I've drunk 2 big cans and some whiskey, and that's why my bladder was full. And once you break the seal, honestly, this has nothing to do with anything. But
I hear if you hold in your pee, your penis gets bigger. I'm kidding. No, I'm just
I
trying
gotta go get something.
I'm just
You want me
justifying.
to fact check that?
Actually, can you look up the repercussions of holding your pee? Because it's something I'm worried about.
Yeah, it's a urinary tract infection. It's
yeah,
really
it's
bad.
UTIs,
UTI,
kidney stones.
kidney
Like,
stones.
you really don't want to do that.
Because
Your
I
dick can fall off.
do it
Yeah.
too often.
Whoa.
Well, I'm not. No. Here's what it is. I can no longer tell if I'm holding it in beyond a certain point that's unhealthy for me, or if I just have a good tolerance of like I don't have to go pee all the time.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know, I might just have a larger bladder, and I don't know if it's just the saying like small bladders, you got to pee more if you have a smaller bladder.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a thing. So, highly irrelevant.
Did you find out what the effects are?
Stop. We're not talking about piss bladder infections anymore.
I'm curious.
Well, do it on your own time, Christian.
Okay, fine. I'll look it up later.
I have nothing but gratitude and love for the baddies. Yeah. And let's do an improv scene.
Okay, let's do an improv
Is that
scene.
cool? You want to do an improv scene?
I'm fine with it. Alan, can you give us a suggestion?
Alan, if I was in a hotel room and I pick up the phone to do room service, what did I order?
Steak.
Fantastic. Yes, Mr. Baltazar?
Oh, that's me.
Yes, we have the 42-ounce filet mignon here.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
This one is cooked on cold coals, so it takes 16 hours to cook. It is at a perfect rare. Some people would call it uncooked. We call it undercooked. And it's very fancy here at the Caesars Grand Resort Hotel, and I want you to enjoy it the best. In fact, the chef is going to come around to meet you halfway through the meal. That way he can get your reactions.
Gotcha. Okay.
And enjoy.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Man, this is going to be really expensive. Thank God I just got the promotion. Real quick, let me call my girlfriend.
Hang on, it's Christian. Hi.
Hey, babe. It sucks that you couldn't be here. Everyone's looking at me by myself, and this waiter's really weird. He's like a waiter from a cartoon. It's very weird. I just wanted to call you. Are you fine if I FaceTime you during?
You know what? I am taking a shit.
Are you?
Yes.
You usually don't do that.
What's the waiter look like? Maybe he's lonely. Maybe ask him to sit at the
Here,
table.
let me FaceTime you.
No, baby. No, hang on.
Hey, pick up.
Oh, I think the camera's broken.
But you just got your phone. It's the new iPhone. Okay, the waiter's coming back. Okay, one second.
Yes, and the first few bites of your steak. Shall I feed it to you?
No, that's completely fine.
I would
Very
be
invasive.
much obliged.
I actually said no. No, excuse me,
here
sir. You
comes
poked
the
me in the cheek.
airplane.
Sir. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm done here.
Whoa,
I'm done.
What?
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm a frazzled individual by nature.
Please sit.
And you're frazzled.
No, sit, please. I'm so sorry. This is Toddler Steakhouse, sir. Are you not sure how we do it here?
Are you not sure what a full-grown man looks like?
Are you not sure what Toddler Steakhouse means, sir?
I thought it would be cheaper.
It's actually the most expensive steakhouse in all of Hell's Kitchen.
Toddlers should be eating applesauce. What is this? Vegas has changed so much since I've been here.
Babies are technically not allowed in here. This is an adults-only place because of the naked women we have dancing.
And it's called Toddler Steakhouse?
Because we serve you. All the servers feed the patrons.
I don't know if I like this. I think I should go to another restaurant. Okay, fine.
Look, honestly, it's a lot better when people come in couples and pairs. You're the only one we've ever had come in and sit by themselves. Generally, this is a two-person only thing. I'm just trying to help you out.
Now you're finally talking to me like a normal person. Thank you so much, Jeffrey.
Well, don't tell my manager. I have to keep the
You
facade.
have to?
Yeah, if he knows. Last time I got in a lot of trouble for not talking in the accent.
Why?
Because here he comes. Because it's very noble of us to talk this way. Sorry, he's gone now.
Okay, fine. I'll try to make you look good. What else is here at Toddler Steakhouse? Do you have to feed me?
I honestly have to feed you.
You have to feed me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you don't have to like pre-masticate the food, right?
I'm not chewing it. No, sir. I'm not baby birding it into your mouth.
I'm sorry. This is called Toddler Steakhouse. They eat applesauce.
Okay, well, sir, let me show you. Let me show you how it's done.
Okay.
In this restaurant, we serve all savants.
In the back, there's a rolling piano.
Bring our food to guests right in their mouth, all the way from our beef from the south. And we have more kids under our blouse. This is time for me.
Cut back to the table. Christian is long gone because he's not sitting for a musical. Okay.
Sir?
Cut to the next restaurant, which is also weirdly themed. Hi, table for one, please.
Oh, hi. Welcome to Couples.
Wow, this sounds like I've never recognized this restaurant before. I'm by myself. Can I sit here at couples?
You 100% can. In fact, the whole thing of couples is to come solo. We'll put you with a couple. Just give me one.
You put me with a couple?
We put you with one other person who create a couple. Would you mind filling out this questionnaire, sir?
Okay.
It's just 4 simple questions. Question 1. Pick a number between 1 and 6.
7.
Okay,
I'm so sorry.
you're
I'm
wrong.
frazzled. I'm so frazzled.
Next, I'd like you
I'm
to
so
say,
frazzled.
true or false? This is your first time here.
False. Wait, true.
Whoa, okay,
wait.
so,
I don't
okay,
know.
and the last
This is
question.
hard.
The last question. Bananas or oats?
Bananas for sure.
Okay, thank you so much. Let me
Wait,
put
sorry.
this into
Those
the
are only
computer.
3 questions. You said there were 4.
And the last question is, boy or girl?
Am I pregnant? I
Boy
don't
or
know.
girl?
What? I'm
or girl?
I'm not expecting.
Boy or girl?
Oh, I want a girl. But no, I'm in a relationship.
Excellent. So I have put in all of your information, and because you're a girl and you like the number 7, which wasn't an option, and you picked true, and I don't remember the last question, we have picked you with that guy, that pile of shit on top of a rock.
I think I'm okay. I think I'm gonna leave. I gotta go FaceTime my girlfriend. Christian steps out, is walking on the strip yet again, lonely as hell.
Wait, I'm sorry. It's him again. Just go out of the room. He's gonna want to FaceTime. Hello?
Babe, can I see your face?
Yeah, hang on 1 second.
I miss you.
Ugh, I miss you too.
Why'd you say it like that?
I mean, I'm in the middle of watching Grey's Anatomy, and
You hate Grey's Anatomy. What?
well, this is the episode where Grey breaks up with Anatomy.
You're acting so weird.
How's Vegas?
Are those... What's behind you? Are those boxers?
I got you a new pair of boxers, baby.
Oh, okay. Cool. Only if they're my size.
Yeah, extra small.
Okay, that's definitely not my size.
But you've lost so much weight.
I'm running a lot because it's my insecurities.
I'm also running.
Oh, okay. That's good. You're finally getting healthy. Well, I just wanted to call and tell you that I miss you. I'm going to go check out one last restaurant.
Okay, have fun.
I'm starving. Hello? Scene. I didn't want to get depressed and talk about
Yeah, that turned real quick. I mean, the last part was insane, but honestly, I kind of like playing 6 characters.
Yeah, you played a bunch.
That was crazy, man.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
I call it the Robin Williams effect.
Alan just gave us a compliment on our improv scene.
He never compliments improv.
Usually we just no one compliments us like it's because it's just us 2 in the room.
Yes, it is nice to have someone snicker. That
Yeah.
makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, baddies, I'm sorry if all of our improv shows or improv skits haven't been funny because we just assume they are. I mean,
Hey.
they make me laugh when I listen to
Hey,
them.
they make me laugh too.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, and they have the power of fast forwarding or just turning the damn thing off.
No, they can't do that second one.
Okay, keep watching until the very, very last minute. Okay. All right, you're hurting my hand
I'm
now.
sorry, I just like the way it feels. Your hands are very cold.
Which is odd because usually I'm very clammy and my hands and feet are the first to like burn up. The peak of summer. Summer sucks, man. And
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you. But
Sounds like it.
what I'm laughing at is the stereotype of like how podcasts are about nothing.
Yeah.
We're over here talking about how your hands and feet like warm up and shit like that when you get clammy.
Hey, that's something to me.
It is so incredibly like niche and specific of like, but that's podcasting. Like even it's just, man, I love this new world that we
That's
live in.
what it is, dude. I guarantee that there's so many people out there that can relate to my hot hands and feet. Alan, when you sleep, do your feet and hands get hot?
They get pretty hot.
My
See?
feet get
pretty
cold.
hot.
I like to sleep with socks on.
Oh, whoa, you're an alien, dude.
I also enjoy coitus with socks on.
That's a weird way to say sex. I had to really think about it because who says coitus anymore?
People who have class, bro.
No. They say making love if they're classy
That's a homosexual.
or intercourse. Hey, and that's okay.
Yeah, it is. It is. I have nothing against them. I love gays.
Find a new topic. Find a new fucking topic, dude. That's you. That's
so
you.
when I get canceled, no, I'm just kidding. I do want to say this following sentence:
Say it.
of 2 birds, a stone kills both.
Yeah.
That's how Yoda would say honestly, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, dude.
I don't know what you're doing.
I get scared. You're better at vamping over nothing than I am.
You're the one that says, hey, you're the one that like stops me talking as if you have somewhere to go with conversation. And hey, I'm giving you the floor. And you're here. You know who you're like? You're like the episode of SpongeBob where in between acts during the talent show, he comes out and mops.
Yeah.
Everyone cheers.
And then he just like puts his hand out and everyone's cheering, and then Squidward puts his hand out and people boo.
You're the guy telling me, you are telling me, man, this is really irrelevant. You talking about clammy hands and hot feet, and here you are saying, 2 birds, 1 stone. Fuck out of here, dude. Fuck out of here with your 2 birds, 1 stone. Yes.
I'm so nervous.
I love gays. Yes, people are great.
Yeah.
Everyone's great.
Well, I mean, I think you think gays should have the right to marry, right? Which is 100% what everybody thinks.
Duh.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah. And you
Do
just
what
came
you
to that
want.
decision yesterday?
No, shut the
sorry.
fuck
I'm
up.
so
I've
sorry.
always known
okay,
this.
good. Just checking.
Always
just
known
checking.
this.
Just checking.
My forearms are sweaty.
Yes, your eyes are actually sweating.
That's what happens when my emotions are heightened.
Look at us bringing it all the way back.
Well, yeah, dude.
I don't know if that part's going to make it.
Well, I'm no longer on the precipice of tears and no longer I guess I'm emotional in a different way. Melissa says I'm on my man period.
Right now?
I think. I don't understand how they.
What does that mean?
I'm just more sensitive and emotional. I got really drunk this last past weekend.
Nice.
Which I want to talk about because I wrestled Juliet Perry and she beat the fucking shit out of me.
I mean, and I don't want to put you on too much on blast. I was hanging out with Jules yesterday, and she admitted to me that you were trying really hard.
I was trying really hard.
Why?
Because.
And you still lost?
I mean, I don't know who won. I don't think either of us won.
No,
I think
hang
I
on.
pinned her.
The fact that you came away with rug burn on your face and a posting of a black eye.
But she has a hurt neck.
Well,
which I shouldn't be proud
first of. All,
of,
Jules
but-
has a horrible spine, period.
Yes.
So,
I wasn't aiming for her spine. I was just trying to pin her. But those thighs don't lie.
oh my God.
They are so what?
I love it.
Dude, they don't lie. They took me down.
They gave you a black eye.
I had a black eye. Well, I don't call it a black eye. It's like a rug burn next to my eye.
Because I want to give you your first real black eye.
No, what the heck? What do I get for it?
Well, we're going to take you to a boxing ring. Remember, we're going to put you in headgear and stuff like that. You'll probably walk away with a shiner.
Okay. And you'll walk away with the shiner too.
I mean, if everything goes right.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Anyway, I want to talk about my drunk weekend. I got really drunk. And Melissa was saying that I was just being very sweet or being very emotional. I cried like 3 times to my brother because I got real with him. And
You're my brother.
I don't...
Just stating facts.
Isn't it crazy that we came out of the same lady?
America's had 46 presidents.
Doesn't it bother you that the world's overpopulated?
Why doesn't anybody want trees to feel pain?
Honestly, it pisses me off that he's so much taller and so much more ripped than I am.
You know, that was a little too real. We were making jokes right there, Christian. You kind of went too real with that one.
And you never do that?
I always do. That's how I get my
Always
therapy
do that.
through. Anyway, so you were gushing to your brother and you were gushing to Mel and
Well, it's just
Jules and
yeah.
Chris
She was saying, Melissa was saying, like, I love emotional Christian. He's what everyone lives for, type of thing. And because I don't know if it was the alcohol, but like even now with this episode, it's just like things get to me a little bit more. I think I'm getting rid of that filter that society has instilled within me of just trying to fit in high school, of trying to like be the cool guy, cool funny guy at parties. Like I'm trying my best to just be me every single day, and it's like to just not have regrets. I'm just saying the most cliche shit, but hey. Be yourself.
You live one day at a time.
No regrets.
You know what? It's not the forest fire. It's one flame in front of you.
It's, tornadoes. Dude, I don't know.
Wait, hang on. Finish that one. It's tornadoes.
They keep spinning.
Honestly,
The
best one you've ever made up on the spot. It's tornadoes that keep spinning. That means a lot to me. It is tornadoes that keep spinning. You know what I mean?
Can you imagine?
Nothing can stop them. Not homes, houses, people's families, not cars, not farms, nothing.
I hate small talk because small talk is just bouncing sayings back to each other.
I think you're doing small talk wrong, Christian.
Well, usually that's what the other person starts it off with. I'll try to talk about like real life stuff, and they'll be like, "Life's a bitch." And like, well, fuck you too.
I want to know your aspects on God and the difference between him and Allah. And the person's just like, and you're just like,
Hey, dude, just be you and be happy.
Here's my trick. Find out what they like. Let them talk about it.
Yes.
That's how you make friends.
Yeah, you have to, but sometimes it takes prying. Some people don't like to be pried, and they like to stick on the surface level of conversation. And and at that point, don't go to a place like
A talk bar.
yes.
It's like we're here to talk.
If you want to not talk to people,
Go to a silent bar.
yeah,
I think they're called libraries.
yes, or just lock yourself in your room, turn on the TV, and just
Spiral deeper and deeper into that depression, and then
keep hanging out with Ross, Rachel, Phoebe, and Chandler.
And then when that's done, hang out with Ted, Barney, Marshall, and Lily.
And when that's done, talk with Will and Grace.
Oh, ooh, I like how we're going back. Talk with Frasier and Niles. I thought we were going to go forward to Big Bang Theory. I thought we were going to go
I don't
Sheldon.
know the big. I only know Sheldon.
I know Sheldon. I know young Sheldon. I know Mayim Bialik, which is her real name, only because she was hosting Jeopardy a couple weeks ago. Great job, Mayim, by the way. I don't think you're listening, but
Who's this Kuko?
Kaylee Cuoco.
That's her real name.
Yes. She's William Shatner's daughter in the Priceline Negotiator commercials.
Oh.
Or she was for like a couple of months. Honestly, I should stop watching so much television.
Television? No. There's a lot to watch. There's a lot of good television that's out.
No,
right
but
now.
I enjoy watching television to the point where like somebody was playing that song, middle, da 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 da, in the middle. You know that song? It's
Yes.
and, like,
Yes, I actually really like
great
that song. I actually really like that song.
Are you aware that the first time that song was ever released in America was on a Target commercial?
Really?
Yes, because I don't know, man. Target had some sort of weird, wacky deal where the first time anybody heard that song in its entirety was on a Super Bowl commercial for Target like 2-3 years ago.
Oh, that's the best way to do it. Target
and
is
I love that song.
one of the best places to shop.
Well, it's actually the worst because you go in there for a toothbrush and toothpaste. You come out with like a 45-gallon drum of oil and like the Lego set, and you forgot the toothbrush and toothpaste.
But I could spend so much time in Target. Alan used to work at Target.
Used to.
Wow.
Yeah, I worked there for a few months.
Do you still have the red vest?
I don't. I don't.
Did you have a red vest? Or did they just make you wear a red shirt?
Just a red shirt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We had a Target tag though.
There we go.
Yeah,
there we go.
I had to
there we go.
return that. Though.
Okay.
That was like a magnetic thing.
They
It's
didn't
kinda
let you
cool.
keep it?
Nah, man.
What are they going to do? Shave it off for the next Alan? Or
That's
would
what I'm
just
saying.
hope someone else named Alan comes in?
I used to.
They wouldn't even give me one. My name's Alejandro. They would just like, yeah, keep it.
I was able to keep my tag from H&M.
That's right.
So I have that downstairs on my fridge. There was a tag I used to borrow from a Japanese lady that worked at H&M with me. Her name's Aiko, so I have a name tag that says Aiko. I don't see what the big deal is.
I mean,
with
yeah, I have name tags from my jobs.
yeah. I mean, I think it's like a nice little souvenir from like those. How long did you work at Target for?
Probably like 3 months. 4
well,
months,
yeah,
3 or 4
okay.
months. Yeah.
Did you like
It's the 5-month cutoff when you get to keep your name tag.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
I would wearing red though. You have to strategically plan out your outfit going to Target because back when I was younger, red was my favorite color, and I had khaki pants, and so I've gone to Target and people would be like, "Do you know where this is?" And I'm like, "Oh, no, I don't work here."
Have you been on the opposite of that? Have you ever asked somebody a question about a store and they don't work there?
Dude, I was in Sacramento. I went to Jungle Bird with Melissa.
Oh, great. Great bar, by the way.
Great bar. I sat in. I walked right when I walked in. It was packed, and Melissa and I were just like looking for a worker to get seated. And there was this guy that was just standing in front. He was big. He was wearing like a black shirt. I just kept looking at him. I kept on looking at him, and he was looking back at me. And I was like, "Okay, can you tell me that? Like, I'm waiting for you to ask how many." And he was like, "Sorry, man. Can you move? I'm trying to go outside." Because I was blocking the door.
Staring at him right in the face.
And then immediately afterwards, I got bashed in the fucking spine because I was in front of the door. Yeah, and so some lady.
Don't stand in doorways, bro. That's.
It was packed in there.
No, it totally is. I recently was at a bookstore. And there was this fairly nerdy, mousy-looking woman who had a stack of books in her hands, who I assumed was putting them back. And so I said, "Excuse me, how do I get the comic books behind the glass?" And she goes, "I don't know, I don't work here." And I was like, "I am so sorry. You look like you would work here." And then she like gave me a really dirty look, but... Come on, sweetie. You knew you looked like a book at a bookstore. Come on.
I mean, the way you described her, she sounds cute. I like mousy women, so if anything, that's a compliment. Or was it like a bad mousy?
No. I didn't mean any of those adjectives in a bad way, but she.
But to be mistaken, it's always
Like she took it
uncomfortable for
offensive.
both.
Yeah, she was like mad that I would think she worked there, but I'm like, you have a stack of books in your hand and you're wearing glasses, lady. Why wouldn't you think? And she had a lanyard on. She had a lanyard on.
Don't wear a lanyard in a store.
And I couldn't see the lanyard because it was covered by the stack of books. I assumed the lanyard, stack of books, glasses, short. probably works at a bookstore.
Yes.
I was incredibly wrong. The person who did work at the bookstore was very skinny and tall. She was taller than me and like 80 years old. It was a very interesting
Like a
moment.
female Slender Man.
Oh, now I'm scared to go back to that bookstore.
You think of Slender Man every single time?
I'm going to go in there and be like, I guess I have to murder my childhood friend?
Holy shit.
Isn't that what Slender Man made that girl
Slender
do?
Man was like a Reddit thread.
It's a tulpa.
It was, what's a tulpa?
A tulpa, remember? It's a thing that doesn't exist, but people talk about it and think about it so much that it becomes a real thing.
Oh,
yes.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what it was. Like it was just some like troll like saying making up these
like a
urban
scary
legends
story,
on
Yeah.
Reddit. And Reddit, I'm just now getting into Reddit, and
Mm-hmm.
Reddit is such a wild place that is like toxic but also very entertaining.
Yeah, it's very entertaining. It's
You-
very
you-
addicting.
You've been on Reddit for a long time, right? You've always known about Reddit.
Yeah. There's always news on there, like if you want to keep up to date with stuff. But like other stuff, like your hobbies, you can find like subreddits for your hobbies, and then see like what other people do. Like maybe there's like a subreddit for podcasts. You never know.
There definitely
has to be.
There's
like-
probably a subreddit for podcasts specifically about bad films hosted by two men. That's how Reddit works.
That's how, because it gets specific.
Super specific.
Interesting.
And you know what's cool too is like let's say for like Marvel Studios, right? Like for their movies, they have like discussion threads. You
Yeah.
can see like opinions of like everybody all over the world, and it's just like it's pretty
My
cool, man.
only qualm with that is people are so mean online when it comes to like fandom, especially like Marvel stuff like that.
Yeah.
People are so adamant that it has to be, Quicksilver from a different universe, and then when it's not, like everyone's like, well, fuck Marvel. Then it's like,
Yeah.
you were guessing, right? I don't know why you were so convinced that you were right. Like that's why I don't even care about spoilers anymore.
Right.
Because even if they do get it right, that dude's just lucky. That guy put 50 on black and was hoping that it landed. It's just, I don't know. I hope Tobey Maguire's in the new Spider-Man movie, but if he's not going to be in it, I'm not going to like shun Marvel for not living up to their promise.
Yo, J.K. Simmons is reprising his role.
He did already.
Dude,
For-
yeah.
He was in
Spider-Man, right?
For Spider-Man,
Yeah,
he's been in...
Yeah, we watched that movie.
Yes.
Yeah, he was at
Homecoming.
the end.
It's crazy how he's in all three different iterations of Spider-Man.
Is he in the Andrew Garfield?
Yeah.
He is in Andrew Garfield?
Yeah, right? He's in that one?
I'm telling you, dude.
don't-
Marvel's gonna do something, man.
I don't know if he's in the Andrew Garfield. I don't mean to disagree.
No, I saw an Instagram post saying that like it showed 3 different Spider-Men and it showed J.K. Simmons underneath all of them, saying that he like you're a legend if you've like gone through 3 different legacies.
Yeah, that's pretty
Nice.
sick.
I think he was because I've never seen the Andrew Garfield one.
Me neither. Yeah.
Yo, you haven't either?
haven't watched
I
it. I haven't
have. He
watched it.
doesn't really. I'm sorry. I don't think he goes to the Daily Planet because he's in high school in the Andrew Garfield ones.
Right.
Ooh, I don't know then.
So yeah, I maybe he is as like big, but Tom Holland's also in high school, and like we see J.K. Simmons doing his like podcast or something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know for sure. I've only watched them a couple of times.
Yeah.
But that would be fucking crazy, dude. Like I hope Willem Dafoe's playing Green Goblin because he's already been confirmed to be in the film.
Whoa.
They're gonna do multiverse stuff, dude.
I
That's
hope
what I'm
so.
saying. That's what Loki's
I
setting up.
hope so.
He's gonna fuck everything up.
A multi. Whoa, man! The fact that this is gonna sell is because, like, if you were to tell me this kind of creative idea back when I was like a kid, it wouldn't make any sense to me.
It wouldn't.
It wouldn't make any sense to me that there would be 3 different Spider-Men in the same movie in like
Yeah.
in this weird universe.
It would make sense if you were like a deep comic book reader because that's a
Yes.
very common thing. To be like Spider-Man meets Spider-Man from the future, right? But it's always been like a forbidden thing for movies to make
Yeah.
because it's not going to make sense. And here they are, just like, you know what? Yeah, Robert Pattinson, you'll be Batman too. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I think every
it's gonna be
person who's
great.
ever been cast as Batman gets immediate backlash from Michael Keaton to Val Kilmer to Ben Affleck and including Robert Pattinson. So I'm gonna wait and see what happens. If it's Batman Year One, like they say it's based on, it's gonna be dope as shit. We've never seen Batman Year One.
Yeah.
So let's wait and see.
Man.
Inherently, comic book films tend to suck. So when they make good ones, I'm very excited.
DC
Like-
comic book films.
no, inherently comic book films suck. So when they make good ones, I'm always very impressed. Like Infinity War or Civil War or Batman v Superman, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Like when they do a good job and people just write them off as silly comic book films, I understand what they're saying because they tend to be fairly hokey, but there are some good ones.
I think, yes, inherently back then, definitely like in the phase of like Batman and Robin.
But Shazam was kind of silly and kind of corny.
Haven't seen it because
I haven't
people
seen
have
it
telling me
either.
that.
Aquaman was very corny and
That's
very,
why I'm saying like DC. Well, Marvel just has the ball rolling in terms of like
Disney.
they've set that standard. Disney
Disney has
they're
to make
backed
Disney
by these
films.
companies that are going to ensure quality.
Right.
But like DC, we've talked about it a bunch before. All of the big wigs are like arguing about like this and that, and it's kind of convoluting the
It's just
entire
their
universe.
approach, man. It's
Yeah.
their approach, dude.
And their
Like,
boardroom has been bought and sold a million times. I mean,
Yeah.
Warner Brothers
Yeah,
got bought
yeah.
by AT&T. AT&T sent them over to Discovery Plus. Discovery's trying to do a whole new thing with them. So it's like, you know, hopefully they figure it out. I don't think Warner Brothers as a company is going anywhere. That's like a tentpole in film and cinema and shit like that. I think no matter what happens, we will always have Warner Brother properties.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if Amazon buys MGM and, you know, Sony keeps working with Disney, I have a feeling Disney will eat them up pretty quick. And, you know, it's going to be an interesting 20 years from now. We're going to be talking about one company making all our films, I think.
Hey, it's
Apple.
companies keep buying other companies. Apple's
Apple's going to be
definitely
supplying everything.
look at Amazon. Amazon has just is such a conglomerate company that is just owning so many things, and it's something that we are buying stuff from every single day, and it's 1 day shipping is normalized. If I wanted specific coffee for my Nespresso tomorrow, sometimes if I just ordered it right when I woke up, I'll get it the same day. Crazy. We live in that kind of time period. I don't know why I'm so amped about it's this whole
Because it's awesome.
it's the trajectory of
it's
like
awesome.
where we are now.
But, you know, you could get the same thing same day if you got off your lazy ass and went to the store.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure.
But now you don't have to.
But now I could type it in. I can't just go to
I'll tell you what, the
What?
people in Wall-E, the fat ones look very happy.
they?
Weren't they?
Or were their double chins just moving their mouths up to make them smile?
I mean, they didn't have to walk.
No, do you remember I want to talk about Wall-E real quick because there was one scene which is my
You're
favorite.
so amped right now.
Where the ship that they're on tilts and all of these obese people
yeah.
are falling,
yeah.
and it's the scariest thing. If I was there, I'm dead. If I was my size that I am right now,
It's like the
I'm
Titanic,
dead.
right? When it
Yeah.
like picks up and they're all rolling and crashing into tables and shit.
Yes,
They're
yes.
falling out of their chairs, aren't they?
Yes.
So for these, what we're learning in Wall-E is that these people don't have the bone structure to stand up on themselves. All those people who fell out of their chair, they're dead. They couldn't get up. What about the first person to fall off and get smushed by another 60 people?
How are they getting up? They cannot physically get up.
They have to turn the other way and like tilt the other way just to get them like back the other way.
What is their life expectancy? What
20
do you
years.
think?
At the way that they're living, 20 years. 20 years. We're going back to like ancient Egypt times where like an old man is 17.
That's a Pixar movie that is so, it's so subtly depressing.
Oh, I can't wait for like 20 years when we remake Pixar films in like the dark, gritty version of it. When they'll be like, now Wall-E is the Terminator because Disney also owns Terminator.
Yeah.
So it'll be like a weird, like Wall-E turned into the Terminator on the ship, killing people. I can't wait for the gritty.
Ratatouille, the rat actually has the Black Plague.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, you know, it was gerbils that carried the plague, not the rats. But,
But they got it from the gerbils.
well, they got it from the fleas.
Yes.
Yes. The rats, honestly, and I just
They're just carriers.
Just listened to a podcast about the Black Plague. That's the only reason why I'm talking about it. But the rats get a bad blame.
There's a video game about the Black Plague that's like on PC.
Division.
It's
Yeah, what game is that?
not
man?
that. I think it's literally called like.
The Plague.
I think it's called The Plague.
Really?
I think so.
Plague Inc. is an app that I have on my iPad that I love playing, where you get to create a virus and try
I've
and
seen
kill
you
the whole
play
world.
it,
I
and
love
it's
that
such
game.
a weird. I can see why it'd be entertaining.
Very challenging.
but it's so morbid.
The funniest version of it was when Planet of the Apes came out, and
Yeah.
the disease you were spreading was the simian flu, which is kind of fun because it's like I'm making apes smarter.
Isn't it kind of fucked up?
You know what?
It's
I'm
fucked up,
terrified
dude.
for when.
In like 10 years, that game's gonna have a COVID iteration.
Oh, you're talking about Plague Incorporated, right?
No.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what you're talking about.
There's a Black Plague video game. It takes place during the Black Plague, and I think you're just trying to survive the Black. I don't know. I didn't watch.
What are you, like the body collector? I don't understand. What's the point of the game? You are the plague, or
You are. I think you play as a girl just trying to survive with your family during the Black Plague, and it's like the graphics are beautiful.
that's just for us?
and it
Or
looks
that's,
so.
what is it?
What?
Last of Us. We're talking about Last of
Just
Us.
for us. No. You're thinking any zombie game type of thing.
Honestly, you're thinking of I Am Legend.
Are those vampires or zombies? What's up?
I
the
think you're
book
talking
they're
about A Plague Tale Innocence.
A Plague Tale, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
A Pig's Tale. I've seen that movie.
Stop. A Bug's Life.
Honestly, the best part of A Bug's Life is when the leaf falls in front of the ants and they're like, I don't know where to go.
Oh my God.
Okay, look,
right.
I have completely blown my load. And so let me go reload
What load?
my
Ejaculate?
highly irrelevant load.
Oh, okay. Cool. Don't look at me like I'm fucking weird.
You're the one who brought it to ejaculate.
Shut up. This is me being a supportive, like, co-host is what it is. I'm like, if you say it, I'm listening. This is me actively listening.
Active listening. That was me not listening and just repeating the last thing that I heard because I wasn't paying attention.
How do girls like you?
You know what? It's the fact that
Anchors me so much.
you know what? It's a new thing every day, baby.
I have this conversation with people because I have like friends that talk to me. They're always because I have
Wait, hang on. You have conversations with people. Why do people like me?
yes.
What?
Yes. Okay. Real quick before we end the episode, like I have friends and coworkers that listen to the podcast and they know me and they have this idea of you.
Sure.
Right. And
It's correct.
they always ask me how you are, like what type of person you are. And I always say, this girl that I work with,
Mm-hmm.
she said, "Oh, I didn't know Alex was that tall." Because she just listened to the Schmarky episode and we talked
I
about
didn't
your
realize.
height.
I'm not hiding my height, guys. I'm 6'2". It's an average height.
And so we talked about that, and then we talked about like how hard it is to like remove your layers, and all that stuff. And it's mind-boggling to me how I have to explain like, yeah, a lot of girls end up liking him because of like those features, and like how
nose.
he's you do this like you've done this asshole thing before, like you joke around, and girls like that. And then, like, I'm the guy that sends too many smiley faces through text in high school, and like, oh,
Yes, but I have also done that too, though. So it's not like I'm hitting home runs every single time. In fact, when you swing for the fences, you tend to have more strikeouts, which is actually maybe the most real thing I've ever said.
That's deep, bro.
Yeah, that was insanely deep. I didn't
was
even
really
mean
deep.
it that way.
but I think you actually you get to first, second base. You've hit a few home runs, but like definitely
Yeah.
during high school,
Well, I'm telling you, I'm swinging for the fences, and so when I connect, and when I don't, it looked cool.
I was getting too scared sometimes, and I'd always go for ball.
Yeah,
I would walk to first base.
you pulled the Devin Booker and was afraid to shoot the ball.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
huh?
good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Fuck Devin.
Sports reference. I'm just saying yes and nodding my head.
Attaboy.
help.
Thank you, baddies. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Alan.
2 birds, 1 stone.
There's a cat in the cradle and a silver spoon. Hey, diddle diddle, the man on the moon.
If you see a caterpillar in a cocoon, it's not a caterpillar
No,
anymore.
it's actually mush.
What?
Yeah, when the caterpillar goes into the cocoon, it turns into physical mush.
I get it, yeah.
And then grows back into a butterfly. It literally is not a caterpillar.
Because the cells have to like develop
Completely
and
changed.
move around.
It's weird, man.
Oh God.
Ugh, bugs are gross. Kill them all.
Nope.
My name's Alejandro, and you can follow me at call_me Jesus.
My name is Christian has asthma, and you could. My name's Christian. I have asthma. You can follow me at Christian has asthma,
No, your name is Christian as well. You can follow me at Christian Baltazar.
and that's Alan.
Do you want people to follow you, Alan?
I don't know I forgot what my username was.
You changed it. It used to be Ubnala.
Oh, it's probably Alan
AC
C.
Boo
Boo.
1.
Alan
Hey.
C. Boo.
Alan C. Boo.
Well, you know what? If you're lucky enough to get Alan, you're lucky enough. Tune in on Thursday. It will be our 2-year anniversary. We will
Yes.
be celebrating.
Yes.
And we will be talking about a movie called
Zoolander.
which is a film about the repercussions of domesticated wild animals. So I don't know if you're familiar with the documentary Blackfish, but you definitely need to watch that before you watch Zoolander so you can understand why we need to free all giraffes.
That's not what the movie's about.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have watched the wrong film.
The movie's about the
Judy Hopps
repercussions.
coming to Zootopia to become a police officer.
You just really like Judy Hopps.
I love Judy Hopps.
And we'll put up that picture of Judy
Honestly,
Hopps.
no, we won't.
All right. Everyone say bye. Baddies, thank you for rocking with us for 2 years. We'll see you on Thursday.
We have buttons for you guys, so
Yes.
hit us up. 2-year anniversary buttons.
Alan, thanks for producing for us. Of
course, man.
Any Thursday that you want to come over and record with us,
Of course.
please feel free. All right, y'all. Bye.
Who's the Hargitay?